From Bakugan by Liam, and I'm very excited because I am here with my second Armored Alliance unboxing. Armored Alliance unboxing. Sorry, PewDiePie, I had to do you like that. So this is the second product that my friend Nicholas off the side of the camera here,
Hi!
picked up for me from Bayshore. Also, why'd you sound like a little girl?
Reasons.
Okay, moving on. So I just unboxed the Pyrus Dragonoid Ultra Baku-Gear single pack. And now I have the Aurelus Dragonoid Ultra and Aquos Halcor Ultra Baku-Gear pack, which these are replacing the battle packs from Battle Planet. So in Battle Planet we had the battle packs, which was 5 Bakugan, all the cores, the character cards, and then 1 ability card for each Bakugan in the pack. Now, this replacement is 4 Bakugan, 1 Baku-Gear toy, and then 4 ability cards, 1 for each Bakugan in the pack. Now, I believe that in all of the Armored Alliance products, in terms of the Bakugan products, the physical toys, the ability cards that come with them are all going to be Baku-Gear ability cards versus just regular, like, action cards that, Battle Planet had. So I need open. I'm very anxious because this stuff is awesome, and it's not been here on Long Island for very long, so I just gotta admire. The packaging does look pretty nice. I like all the packaging that they've put out. I think it was all pretty aesthetically pleasing in my opinion. More tape. Bear with me here. Alright, I'm probably just gonna edit this part out because tape and annoying, hard to put knife places. Okay, so this is pretty similar to the battle packs, I'd say. If anything, there's just a bit less plastic, because it's one big plastic insert versus a bunch of them. And not gonna lie, this is pretty nice. The battle packs from Battle Planet, they had the cardboard thing on the outside to keep it structurally sound, but then the background was kind of paper, but this is pretty nice, actually. I like this. This is a cool background. You could use this for some things. And now here, I like the way that the cards are packaged a bit more than in the Baku-Gear and Ultra pack, because with the Baku-Gear and Ultra pack, they kind of bent a little bit. I know if you get it without the Baku-Gear and just the regular Ultra pack, that they have the gate trainer, which keeps them stiff because it's made of metal, but I still think it was a bit of an oversight that they bend easily. But this, I feel like, since there's a lot more cards, and they're not like one card sandwiched around each side like bread. They're actually like all together. It keeps it a bit sturdier to protect them. Okay, so after a little bit of a gruesome time here, because there's some spots on the box that were hard to stick my knife in to cut the tape, so I've got them all out. I'm pleasantly surprised. They're pretty cool. So I'll start with Dragonoid, since we've already seen him in my previous video where I opened the Pyrus one. Ooh, This foot here seems a little loose. I don't know if that's gonna be a problem or not. Most likely not, but it is something to note that it's a bit loose. Now, one of the things I was excited for, I'm the only one out of the 4 people I know in my local area right now that has Armored Alliance that actually has an Aurelus Bakugan, and something I was extremely excited for was the more premium treatment that the Aurelus Bakugan were getting, because I always thought that they were pretty special in Battle Planet, but that, you know, there wasn't much to really separate them besides, ooh, they're kind of gold. So they kept a similar main actual plastic color, but they added, you know, like shiny metallic silver paint versus the more flat silver paint that they had before, and the shiny gold. I don't remember what they called it. They called it like I don't know. Someone in the press conferences for the Invitational gave it a name, like a proper name for the paint color. You can go watch like the Detectives video, or Kimbo, or Dylan Bakublade Legacy, or anyone, Fang Shaman, JoJo, they all went there, and I think most of them uploaded the little press conference thing they had for Armored Alliance. But they had a name for that paint, but I love it. That gold paint, and it's everywhere too. It's not just like a little bit here and there. They properly applied that paint, and it looks quite beautiful. I might like this better than Pyrus. Ooh, around here on the magnet part, the silver paint is kind of faded. I don't know if that really shows up on camera. But versus here, this is pretty standout chrome, but this is a bit faded. I'm not sure what that's about. But I freaked out when I saw this. I might like the black on this more than I actually like the silver and gold applications, because I like this. Adding more black to the Aurelus Bakugan, I think, is an amazing idea, because this looks incredible. And now I'm actually gonna put the gear on my boy here. So I have seen this gear already, but the Aurelus color scheme now, and oh my god, that's beautiful. That is really beautiful. Alright, that's really nice. Now getting on to the other ones. Here we go with the Ultra first. So I was actually pretty surprised. Halcor Ultra's heads are 3 individual heads now that are all properly molded after Halcor's head. Which I did like the old design, but I also like the new design. That's kind of like, ooh, dropped them there. Kind of a common theme with me with all the Armored Alliances. I like the old ones, but I also like the new ones. So this is pretty nice as well. The Hydra's core, again, I like the old one, I like the new one. I might like the old core a little bit better, just because this one's, I don't know, it just seems chunkier to me. Which I'm not a huge fan of the chunk, but I don't mind it. This is kind of cool, though, how the feet go to the side. That's something that isn't too common within the reboot. And then I looked at some of the pictures, like, on other boxes and stuff, and I thought I was going to hate this design. I kind of dig the Pegtrix core design, because it looked kind of, it almost looked like this in the pictures, but no, it's properly extended to look not as chunky, and I kind of like it. So I have not actually taken a look at any of the cards or cores yet, so we'll go through the cores first. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 3 fists, 1 flaming fist, 1 flaming fist, because plural, not plural, I mean, 1 magic shield, and 1 helix. The helix is a plus 400B power, -1 damage rating, and then -1 energy for a Baku-Gear. That's a completely new one. That's actually pretty nice. Like the buffs, the other buffs, the B power and damage buffs are completely different. This is just a standard 650 magic shield, which I do use those all the time. This is a 250B -1 energy to a Baku-Gear shield, and then this is just the standard plus 400 to Aquos and Darkus that we've gotten before. This is just a standard, where'd it go? Standard plus 5 damage Flaming Fist. And then the Green Fists here. Okay, Green Fists might actually be useful now. Plus 50B, not that great. Plus 1 damage, meh. But that -2 energy for a Baku-Gear, like if you get the you must rerolls and you do it after you win the battle, and then you play a Baku-Gear on it, that could be useful. I kind of like that. Plus 100B, I think we've had this one before, and then just plus 3 damage. Now, for probably the more interesting part of the TCG part is the cards. So we've got Pegatrix's character card here. Now, I don't know. The new Pegatrix, she looks a lot smoother, and she almost looks, I don't know, like those like rubber suits that futuristic military people wear, like Spartans and some the newer Call of Duties, wear this like rubber undersuit. That's what this kind of reminds me of. I don't know if I like that. It'll probably grow on me, but for right now, it's just a little too different. The new Dragonoid, just looks like Dragonoid, and it's beautiful, and I kind of like the 3-pronged tail, I'm not gonna lie. It looks pretty cool. This is Halcor Ultra. He also, they all look smoother in the art. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that yet. But it does still look really good. I kind of like he's got little goatees there. Or it kind of also looks like Egyptians. They have this thing popping off their chin. I don't know what it's called, unfortunately. And then Hydrus. I don't know. This does look pretty cool. But again, I like the old and the new. But it's nice. I don't know what else to say about that. It's pretty cool. He looks very angry, though. And a bit more animalistic. Not as personified as the older design. I feel like the older design looked a bit more approachable, and it looked more like a sentient being. This looks more like a wild animal, which I don't know if that's what they were going for or not. Alright, for the Baku-Gear, first one we've got is Bolt Bow. When you play it, you get plus 2 Frost Strike, and then it gives plus 100B and 0 damage for 2. I mean, since they're permanent, it's actually, I feel like that could be pretty good. There are Aurelus Baku-Gear. My friend was just asking if there are Aurelus Baku-Gear cards. So yeah, this is really cool looking, actually. I really like that. For 5, get 500 B power. This is pretty neat looking. What? They're giving you super rare cards? I'm sorry, what? I was unaware that they were giving super rare cards away in the actual packs. So you had to buy like the booster packs for that. Okay, well I got Aqua Greaves. When you play, you get plus 4 Frost Strike. My friend is freaking out behind me. Phallic hand gestures and all. So it gives plus 4 Frost Strike when you play it, and then it gives you plus 200B and plus 4 damage. That's my second Aquos one. Aquos Baku-Gear. And we got Dark Helm here. For 3 energy, plus 200B, and plus 2 damage. That's pretty cool. This is my second Aquos Baku-Gear. I have Wings of Aquos that I got from the detective. Shout out to him for being awesome. I'm excited. That's all I really have to say, is I'm very excited for all of this to come out. I'm very excited to start playing it. I'm very excited to get the card packs soon, hopefully. Because I think that Spin Master's been really, really, really working hard to fix the distribution issues they had, which I'm happy about. That's, being a good company. They're like, oh, we messed up. We're fixing it. Especially since we didn't get them early, which I'm okay with not getting things early. I'm hopeful sometimes, but I'm okay with that because, you're not supposed to get them early. But we actually got these, like, slightly early. Because it's supposed to be, like, mid-January. It's only, like, January 5th right now. And New York already has them, which we had nothing for the longest time with the first series. So I'm extremely happy. This video is a bit longer because it's a bigger product. Thank you all for watching my Bakugan Armored Alliance unboxing. I'm sorry for the annoying PewDiePie claps and slaps here, but I'll catch you all in the next one. I'm amped. You should be amped. Like, comment, subscribe if you have not already. Catch you in the next one.